My compliments to all members of the APC party and well-meaning Sierra Leoneans. Let me pay a tribute to Sierra Leone's illustrious son and legal luminary, His Lordship Dr. Ablai O. Conte, former Chief Justice of Belize. I met this fine gentleman in 1962 when I entered the St. Edward's Secondary School to do my sixth form. He was then at the Albert Academy in the fifth form. We cemented a family relationship that spanned till his death on Friday, 2nd August 2024. He was a tall, elegant, and charismatic personality. Dr. Conte was an athlete, a legal luminary, and politician. His good character, patent integrity, and contribution in shaping and conducting Sierra Leone's foreign policy as the longest-serving foreign minister is worthy of commendation. More importantly, his role as Attorney General in restoring pluralism, that is multi-party system of governance in Sierra Leone, after a long period of one-party dictatorship, by piloting the enactment into law the Constitution of Sierra Leone 1991, Act number 6 of 1991, was very triumphant. As a member of that committee, I knew the trials and the challenges he went through in getting that process to the now document that we call our basic law. Dr. Conte served in different capacities as Foreign Minister, Minister of Finance, Attorney General, and Vice President of the Republic of Sierra Leone. Dr. Blai Conte was a phenomenon, and to many, he was a sage whom two disciplines, the law and politics, claim as their own. May his soul rest in perfect peace. Amen. In my last audio on 1st August 2024, I paid reverence to His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie, the greatest man and icon of the age and continent in which he lived, that is Africa. He was commonly known as Tafari. And they talk about this man always because in the current state of our party, I see certain characteristics in we own leader, the flag bearer of 2018 and 2023 in the person of Dr. Samura M.W. Kamara. And I believe many students of political science, international relations, history, and even many politicians would have come across the saying, do not underestimate the power of Tafari. He creeps like a mouse, but he has the jaws like a lion. There was here now one of the warlords na Ethiopia, because it was a balkanized country, and Safari bin dey try for bring about unification of Ethiopia, but e bin get a very serious challenge with this warlord wey dem dey call Balka of Sidamo region. But he able for ditch am through the strategy of deception. And this one revolve on the game for power. Those who read history, that is African history, the European history, know that Haile Selassie and Otto von Bismarck, the great German statesman, were masters of strategy and deception. As I had stated in one of my audios, deception is the most potent weapon in the arsenal of power. And for those who seek power, or a political party that goes into an election to win, the leader of that party for make use of deception, and that deception should require a screen of smoke to distract the people's attention, that is the opponents, from the leader's real intention. With the smoke screen, you comfortably lead your opponents, the sucker or the steerer, off balance or off the scent. This is the strategy that Dr. Samura has applied in his quest for power. You don't go through all the challenges, all the twists, but through the use of the smoke screen, till today it is survive. naturally is always calm, never angry or impatient. He knows that anger and emotion are strategically counterproductive. However, many of his adversaries within the national executive are very emotional and impatient. Many of them have demonstrated those traits. The only exception in the top hierarchy, where they show calm and not being emotional, na the chairman and the deputy chairman. They always demonstrate calm courage. But unfortunately, and I must state this very emphatically, the Secretary General is very emotional, very, very emotional. And when you have a scribe of a political party who no go able, who no get the ability for controlling emotions, then I believe from experience that that party dey no go able for keep the position of an even kill. He don demonstrate am repeatedly. I attended a press conference that was organized by the 7 members of the tripartite. Many that attended that press conference go remember or go recall very vividly something bin happen with the seating arrangements na the high table. The chair I think that was allocated, that was allotted to the deputy leader or the secretary general, Alhaji Sam Sumana, bin just come inside. No, I don't think people expected that he was going to attend. Then he go sit down. I think na one of them chairs dey dey. Fortunately, the deputy leader running mate, he come before the secretary general. So the seat that was vacant, na there he sef go sit down. When eventually the secretary general came in, he see say the chair wey he suppose for sit down at the high table, e no dey, e no see any vacant chair. He vex. He rush out of the hall. People dem try for talk to am. Dem dey try for make other adjustments. It took some time to convince him to come back. I was very much disappointed. Very, very much disappointed. You see, when you dey na the top notch of a political party, you for always try for be calm. That was my first experience. The secretary general that we worked with Sule Bajan Tijansi. He was always very calm. In fact, strictly he adhered to the rules of being a scribe. When I go for a meeting, he doesn't make statements. His responsibility is to take down minutes. And he was never carried away by anything what go invoke sentiment, what go be non-acceptable norm. So that was the experience. And believe me, after that press conference, I went to the office of the Deputy Secretary General because he's somebody that I admire very much because of family connections. I went to school with most of his uncles, with the exception of his father. But me and Indadi, the late man, Dr. Chimbo, we are very, very close. But Almami Chimbo, Amadou Chimbo, who was with Aji Bujalo, the genius, Abubakar, who attend the University of Yale, they were all my juniors in Maburka school. So I go to my office. That was the first time I went to his office. So that I forget time for tell am, say wetin im boss do before they talk to am. But let you know dey behave dem kind way dey. Na man wan go school with me pikin dem and private college. But to my greatest surprise, when you have a senior visiting you in your office, you meet one or two people a day. I say, but I can't for say hello to you. I go and let you talk. He no bin give me face. And I felt very disappointed. I sat there for about 5, 6 minutes. I no bin get chance for talk with her. In fact, on my way out, just across was the office of the running mates. So that in fact just put me off and not be even. I just say hello, hello. Then I go see the chairman. That is the type of experience some of us go through in the APC, which is not good. That cordiality, that mutual respect and trust for always there. Otherwise, the party will always be in this type of situation. You get a Secretary General. He is so emotional. You know, they help the party. They help the party. Now that, forget this party together, it will be almost impossible. Because what I read a story where they say when they go to the American ambassador, he went there late. Then say as he enter, I say, no rerun, no rerun, no rerun. Where do we go? But even more importantly, media advise the top notch of the executive for they go to now Riyadh. Because all them and they don't go now Riyadh, they perform in a very dismal way. They made the people, the membership, the followers, the sympathizers for lose hope. And they say an important element in determining man's faith na hope. If person no get hope, then he go run into a state of despair. And now the membership is becoming more and more disillusioned because of the statements coming from some of these people. I heard what the PRO said over we had. I was also very, very much disappointed. Somebody that I hold so dearly. Then, of course, my nephew, somebody that I cherish so much, Hope Kamara. There was a time, not a day, the pastor may know the talk, but it just cut off. Only to hear the statements, the way they go make in public about elections, let them just forget about her. So, you people met at NAC. Una take a decision challenging the outcome of the elections. Una resolve for say una no dey go na court, but una go boycott governance. Nobody no force una. Una take that decision. They're the second highest body. Through the efforts, the valiant efforts of the leader of the party, we get this agreement. The agreement for national unity. And in that agreement was encapsulated this resolution 3, one at the tripartite. And again, it was during that interview that we had, I distinctly heard the Secretary General, the statements the way he make, I'm not going to repeat that, but one was strike a note. Now, when the Kenyan judge admonish and say, don't worry, we cannot overturn these results. We will not get that authority there. But we can devise a mechanism for redress. He, as somebody with a legal mind, that thing they for don't tell and say, a purposive approach what Lord Denning be done develop now the English legal system will be a way out. And that judge was very brilliant. And in one of my audios, I did mention that the purposive approach on resolution 3, how it was drafted, now go be the indirect route for get what you want. But the sad thing about most politicians in this country, they don't read, they don't study documents and reflect on them. And that is why we did na SLP. We were very thorough because I could remember a time when the government came out with a rationalization program on expenditures. My own position was you cannot adopt such a strategy because when you get a situation where inflation is spiral, not only spiraling, but the pressures on the inflationary rates. Now, more important, the pressure that you cannot even control the relative price stability. So I said to the government that austerity is not an option, but a necessity. And a rationalization program cannot work. J.J. Safan, I sat down. We looked at the program very critically, and we came out with a press statement. And that was the best press conference what the members of the Fourth Estate SND did not ever hold. And almost all the radio stations engaged me on that rationalization program. And the most interesting debate was the one I had with the then director of budgets, who is now the financial secretary. He's a very brilliant economist. But we talk economics. Now that radio station 98.1. And when we come out, we shake hands, Matidingi. Because I even told him about the Phillips curve. And also watching Professor Otto Sick in writings, who are one of the most formidable development economists in the world. You know, the politician must read. But our politicians don't read. For such a document, if they go sit down and react, PRO they say it is done and dusted. And when I don't say now win election. And when a leader, the flag bearer, he said the election not over it until they are over. And a very senior stakeholder of the party, in the person of Alhaji Kemosi, say, he said the same thing. Do these gentlemen expect for going at that conference day? They know the provisions of the 1991 Constitution. That when he lost the election, they no declare you the winner. You are the loser. You have 7 days for appeal. The party decided not to go to court, but rather for go through an indirect route, which is one of the cornerstones in the realm of power. After all, it's very complex. Now a dynamic phenomenon. And power and law, then they just. Now paradigms, they're competing perspectives. Lord Denning don't try for and other great luminaries, both in the United States, in Europe, for align them. Because these are the two parameters where they rule the world. anything, now forgive them the necessary study. And that's why they always miss the point. When I get a leader who is cool, calculated, he dey read and he dey try for look at things in their proper perspective. That type of attitude must change. We still have time. We still have time. The APC is a formidable party. Likewise, the SLPP is a formidable party. Now, two formidable parties. Now, then they eyeball to eyeball. Then when they open their eye, they don't become petrified. That is the wrong approach. Anyhow, Dr. Samura has cleverly succeeded in applying one of the most potent skills in the quest of power. That's it, using the smoke screen. It no go expose your intentions because people cannot be trusted. And that is why he has succeeded in overcoming most of these problems. They always the meander because he knows say power na a labyrinth. Power is just like a river where they meander, And that is why they said, however deep a river is, it gets a source. Until you know the source, then you cannot win the game. And through this skill, all the people, they will be the masquerade in veils. You don't be in a position where you don't stir the water. Because they say when you stir the water, then the fish then go come out. So now they all don't come out. They don't come out. And what happened at the US? And what be happen at one place now, so now Wilkinson Road, for one occasion, what the Secretary General and the PRO they make statements. Certainly the mayor and other people. And those statements we saw top notch in the membership of the APC, all seated there. Them people they don't even go snatch the microphone at their hand. It was killing. Let God help the people that will come out, defy all weather conditions, all the difficulties for good line up for votes. And the election, some of them they even confirm saying that the APC win the elections. Now, the masquerade, Samura don't stir the water. They all don't come into the open. Now the chimney folklore, they get that devil who they call Kochomla, who na them banana leaves they use. Where they wear it is share clearly. But they begin to sing now, Kochomla when you want Ayo book and Kafetanisa. So now they don't become Kochomlas. Because what happened now, America, they all they don't come out. Now Samura don't know. You want the owner the steerers. You want the owner the arrogant underlings. And you want the owner the poisoners of goodwill. So many of them do they appeal to now, and they appeal particularly to the deputy chairman and the chairman himself, because they demonstrate maturity. They are so calm with all the things whether they talk about it, na the DMT and na WhatsApp and all that social media. They say fit, they maintain them calm. Like what you hear me say, calm courage, grace in the face of any danger. Because when you demonstrate calm courage, you can see the eye of a hurricane. That's what the American philosophers say. Hemisphere. So that is the situation. And we get for try. We still have time. We'll try to overcome all the difficulties here. And people should be reminded, when there is this power struggle within a party and you have so many splinter, when the party is splintered into groups, it will become very, very dangerous. Do we need to remind ourselves of what happened in the French Revolution? The struggle, very ferocious. In the end, the Jacobins, they get two factions, the radicals and the moderates. Mirabeau led the moderate group and Robespierre the radical. But the health not been there in favor of Mirabeau. He died. And Robespierre emerged as the virtual ruler. He can set up that reign of terror, the guillotine. Thousands and thousands of nobles, clergies, they go, even the king of Louis XVI, and his wife, Maria Antoinette, they go through the guillotine. And in the end, they say, he who lives by the sword shall die by the sword. He himself, in the end, Robespierre go through the guillotine. The Bolshevik Revolution, the ferocious infighting between Stalin and Leon Trotsky. Trotsky had to go on exile. Then Mao Zedong and Lin Piao, who are all from Northern kind here. Because you never go into a politics for govern a nation, you don't read. They're meaningless. Meaningless. What they admire J.J. Safar is well read. Whatever you may say about J.J. Safar, he reads. And he proven to me, but the do I just don't talk. Look watching the young man go talk in America. Chimbo. For she let them tell the people the truth. Who's kind true? You dey forget say una get wetin una as national officers, the principle of collective responsibility na im bind una. If for any reason you dey see people and dey mess up over a certain thing, then you no satisfy, you resign. That That is the meaning of collective responsibility. But for say, oh, therefore talk the truth. Which kind truth? The very he talk say now una win the election. You don't read the document. You as a lawyer, you don't know say that thing they transit, that thing they meander, go na Security Council. That document, what would have been the underrate, it went to the Security Council. The resolution, what they don't adopt, you and I don't know. You know, they find out. But when they say that they lie to the people there, who can lie? Now, three parties they signed that the unity agreement and resolution 3. Now, the linchpin of that agreement. Now, don't know say who's I am. The recommendations have been presented. So for the argue say this and that and all the rest of it, let us wait and see. But in the process of waiting and see, you as a national officer, you have, according to the constitution, political parties are hereby established. You know? But now they educate the membership. That's one of the functions. Apart from electing somebody who will be flag bearer or will be a member of parliament, this and that. You know? Now for shape the will of the people of our membership. You are not doing that function, Mr. Chimbo. They go Chinapianda, na America. The whole world they listen to you as a young man will get a very bright future. Look at the chairman of the Western region. Na Riyadh. Isn't it just the life and the people, even by this ECOMOG? Isn't it the fool people there? Why? What is wrong with the APC? Okay, that is part 1. I will go into part 2. Thank you.